So welcome YouTubers. Now I know my channel generally has been about motorcycling or cars and my experiences, but everything's going rather well with that, and content about stuff that's going well never seems to work. But let's do something a little bit different. If you look behind me, if I move out of the way, you can see I am a Lego builder, a Legoist, if there is such a thing, a Legoist. And generally what I do is I buy the odd kit off Lego or from a shop, or I have bought from Amazon. So behind me there, move my finger to the right, there we go there, that is the McLaren P1, and I got £100 off that buying it off Amazon. The Ferrari here, Daytona, I bought that off eBay and saved about £180 buying it second hand. So generally what I do is I try and find the bargains. I like building cars and motorbikes, but Lego, especially the size of kits I like doing, is expensive even buying it. And I've found lately I've not been selling very much. I have got a couple to sell, and selling certainly makes Lego a lot cheaper. So for instance, I bought I think the Chiron, that's about 5 years ago now, paid probably about £300 for it, built it and then sold it on eBay for £250. So overall it cost me 50 quid, not too bad. I did the Lamborghini, I got it from a toy shop in town, got £100 off it, built it, dismantled it, sold it on eBay, cost me about £30 overall then to do that build. So that model's worked quite well until eBay started to charge the earth in fees. So I've recently switched to Vinted, and the Ducati came off Vinted. I paid I think £40 for that one, mainly because it was part built, it was quite old, and I'm going to sell it, but I'll have to buy some new parts to make it complete. So I've done it, I've got lots of spare parts myself, so it's a complete model now. But when I sell them, I like to sell them as complete models. I know all the bits are there, and as you look through the instructions, you're going to get the model as if you bought it from Lego itself. But I'm retired now, and I don't have the disposable income that I used to have when I was earning quite a lot of money as a director. So I've been looking for alternative sources. And one source is Temu. Now Temu I use for different things. I've had some real success from Temu. I bought a putter, a lab style zero torque putter for about £30 I think I paid for it. It is brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And I played a game where a friend of mine's got the full £500 lab putter. We couldn't tell the difference. He said he could, but if I'd spent £550 on the putter, I would say I could. But I tried them side by side, I couldn't tell the difference. I've also had some pretty, rubbish things come on Temu. But one of the great things is if it's no good, you can send it back, or you tend to get a refund. But I saw they do their version of Lego. So here we go. A Lego, or a Temu Lego kit. So the question is, this is a Porsche, so I haven't touched it. Doesn't come in a fancy box, comes in a plastic bag, so I suppose there's some saving. So the question is this as good as, dare I say could it be better than, but is it as good as buying new Lego or buying used Lego off Vinted / eBay? So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to time lapse it, so film it while I build it, and at the end I will give my verdict. Is it worth spending or buying these kits off Temu as opposed to buying off Lego if you want to save a bit of money? Of course, they've got some different models. This I think cost me £35, but I'll check it and I'll stick it up here somewhere to say this is what it cost me. If I bought an equivalent size model, it would probably be about 130, 140 pounds at a guess. So considerably cheaper, but is it any good? So that's the question I'm going to answer. Keep watching and you'll see the build and at the end the result. And then also what am I going to do with it. So see you soon. Bye. The first part, unbagging. Now I haven't touched this since I got it. I've had it probably about 6 weeks now, but I finished the McLaren and then I built the Ducati, and I have got a couple other ones to do, but I thought about time to do this one now. Now I'll open the bag up, it's just loose, and I open a bit further, and there's the first bag of Lego. I'll put that in there. Actually the bag is split, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. So there is the instructions for the car. Two bags. Still can't work out though why that is separate. But this is the main bag. First impressions is it just looks like Lego. Fairly standard. Doesn't look any different. Now the bags aren't numbered, so whereas with Lego, when you open up you've got numbered bags and you build opening instructions at bag 1 and do bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, bag 5, so on. Of course, when you buy them used, you generally just get a pile of Lego and you've got to sort it out first, which is kind of what I've got to do here. I've got to sort it out first, and then once it's all sorted, try and build it. So the first thing is then, when you pay for real Lego, you get numbered instructions. Now there's a bag of connectors, and they all look just pretty standard Lego connectors. Blues and blacks. Bars. And then the instructions, which are, I haven't opened up yet, but normally with Lego you get quite a thick book and detailed building instructions, so that would be interesting what the quality of the instructions are. Okay, so we have stickers. The later kits that I bought from Lego have the stickers already applied. This is a Porsche 911 Dragon Porsche Racing 911. So the instructions are, I'm not sure how easy they'll be to follow, but you can quite clearly see, it tells you like you do with Lego, it says bag 1, but the bags aren't, or are they? Am I missing something here? 6, oh, hang on a sec, there is a, 2, 6, well there are little numbers on them. Let's see what's this one. Okay. Nothing on that bag. Quite hard to see. Let me just sort of see it. No. There. So you've got a number. That looks like bag 3, bag 2, all black. Well, there are numbers in the bag, but they don't really seem to equate to what's in the instructions. So the instructions say bag 1, and I can see the bits, but I can't find actually a bag 1. I can't see a bag 1. So there's the first problem, the numbering of the bags. That said, the bags are clear, and I can see what I've got to build. So it'll be interesting as a build and interesting to see what size comes out, because the impression that you get from the picture on Temu is it's quite big. Looking at the parts, kind of looks like you're getting what you pay for. This is not a massive kit, so we'll have to see what it is we get. So first impressions are, it looks good, feels like Lego. The instructions, everything is condensed, and you can see where the cost cutting has come from. But if you want to save money, there's going to be some compromise somewhere. So is the compromise worth it? We'll have to see. Just had my first building session. First impressions. So it's okay. So the first issue, if you like, is that the bags are not in any particular order. So you end up emptying them all out, and then spend a lot of time hunting around for parts and organising. So, but it's all there. It does fit together quite well. It's like new Lego in that it's quite stiff. Has that sort of nice stiff feel. The instructions are okay, but some of the angles are quite confusing, and the way it's laid out isn't the easiest to look at. But overall, so far so good. Am I enjoying it? Not sure I am really. I think it's the difference between something that is put out by enthusiasts. I think anybody who works for Lego loves Lego, and a machine that's been put together by a machine and its process. And so it's all there, but there's not a lot of thought gone into it. So because it's not unlike buying used Lego, you've got to empty all the bags out, and or this just comes in one big mass, and you've got to sort it out first. But this is quite hard even to sort out. So that's a difference: passion versus process. So it's finished. Here we have it. So what's my final verdict? I've still got stickers to put on. Not sure I'm actually going to bother. It is a really basic model. It only cost me £14, I think. I'll put the full amount up, but 14 quid. And quite frankly, it's worth £14. This isn't quality stuff. Lego aren't going to be worried. What are the problems? Some bits fit well, some bits don't fit well. I ran out of the little black connectors. It's been designed with some movement, but it hasn't been designed well, so it doesn't really make any sense what the movement is. So things like the doors open, yeah, they work quite nicely, but the bonnet doesn't really open. You look inside, the size of the seats are comically small. Built for midgets. It's not really enjoyable to build because it doesn't go together particularly well, and it's not particularly well designed. So in the end, you get something that looks like a Lego Porsche, but it's really so basic, and I say it's not really the most fun build. I kind of only built it because I was filming this. Otherwise, I probably would have given up. If you're going to sell it on, I could sell it on Vinted, maybe get a £5 for it. But not all of it's going to come apart because some of it is jammed together because the parts just don't fit. So really, while I wanted to like it, I really did want to like it and think this could be a lower cost alternative to Lego. It certainly hits the brief on the lower cost. But it's clearly, whereas Lego's designed by, they're all CAD design, but they're built with a real passion. This has been done by, I think, sticking instruction into AI to say, produce a Lego type thing with the parts, and then manufactured as such. In the end, you just got a not very good model. And Lego don't always get it right, but it's more right than this. So I would say don't waste your money, I have to say. And this is not to slag off Temu. I've had some great stuff off Temu, and I'm a big fan. Can save a lot of money on some things for Temu, but unfortunately, this isn't it, and I wouldn't be doing it again. Thanks for watching.